Hey guys, I'm Colwen. Got another Transformers video today. Today I've got Transformers Dark of the Moon Deluxe Class Airraid. And yes, mine has been heavily repainted and modified. I chopped off the exterior mounting points here for the shield. It's supposed to mount back here. I didn't like that, and I figured why not just plug it into the front up here. Yeah, I know it throws off the whole AWACS thing, but AWAC's supposed to be in the middle of the plane anyways, not towards either end. Go ahead and take off the AWACS unit, and Airraid himself is in actuality a AEW and C Boeing Boeing E767 with a hand sticking out of his butt. That's very critical. It was in the Transformers wiki. He's got nice folding landing gear on the underside. There's no rolling wheels on them. He's just going to be, sitting down, but it's nice that he's not having to sit directly on his belly, The real Boeing 767 does not in fact have big old intake vents on the top here. He either has the engines down here, or there is some later versions of the Boeing 767 where it had a cluster of engines on the back end here. Now, this plane was not a combat plane. All it was is it had the big old sensor platform on top, and it would be like 20 dudes inside there. There'd be the pilots, and there'd be a whole bunch of guys operating the computer system. As an example of the Boeing 767, though, other than the liberties they took, not bad. And I can explain these liberties. You see down here, he's got these thrust nozzles and this vent here. This guy, in fact, is capable of VTOL lift landing, and that is awesome. Yeah, the underside here, that's the robot mode chest. That's other robot kibble. He's got a big old fist hanging out the back end. But the kibble kind of works. It's wrong, but it kind of works. He does have more mech tech ports. He's got one under each wing, so if you wanted to, you could add other weapons to him. And he's got a couple of more up underneath here, so if you have weapons that would fit, feel free to load them up underneath there. Hey, I should try this guy out with one of those weaponizers, right? You can, if you so and choose, open up these panels on the back here, and that kind of adds to him having a VTOL capable thing going on. There's little stupid things you can do with his vehicle mode, right? Go ahead and close those back up, and I'll show you the stupidest. You can fold up the tail fins. This is part of the transformation to robot mode, but you can also fold up the wings like this. This plane, I want to say, is easily like 200 feet long, probably, okay? Maybe not that big, but it's a big plane, okay? The wings cannot in any way do that on the real thing, and if they could, if they could do that, then aircraft carriers would love this guy, because you could just wheel it around, park it, then fold down the wings, fold them back out, lock things down, and then away you go, right? That'd be funny. I have actually spent almost 4 minutes talking about just the toy and how much I enjoy it in its vehicle mode, and I have yet to bring in, where Sid hit it. There is the plane next to Film Noir Spider-Man and Soda Can. So it may not have the same bulk as a soda can, but it is definitely longer than, and its wingspan is longer than the soda can. Let's bring in here Scourge and Hubcap. And we've got the Siege Car guys. So, for a 2008 figure, this thing was like $10 back then, and it's good stuff. It holds up really good. Quick thing about the weapon is that it does transform. There is no way to lock it in place, so I'm just going to show that off right now. and this shield bit will fold down. That comes into play in robot mode. Speaking of, so he's annoying. He's annoying, but in the end, he gets there. So you're going to flip these two side panels up and lift them up out of the way. Get them out of the way. You're going to open these panels down here up, and again, get them out of the way. Fold the wings back, get them out of the way. Now, we can actually come up here and break the whole back of the fuselage away. You see this whole thing? You split the legs apart, and those are going to flip out, and you're going to bring them down on the ball joints and straighten them out. Those panels fold back, and these right here, you can do whatever you want with them. I like to fold them back and out of the way, kind of streamline the legs a little bit. Bring the arms out to the side. Alright. Now this is kind of, it's got like an automorph thing here where you grab this section here, and using this hinge here, I like how they put in all these little holes, and like, yeah, that's really them removing plastic, but still, it's a nice little bit of detail there. And so you can lift that up, and there is the head locking into place. And you can close the fuselage back up around him, and the front wheel goes there like that. And you don't want to close the legs back up. You want to leave them, go ahead and spread out as much as you can. Giggity. Straighten the arms out. There we go. The fuselage stuff faces inwards and exposes all this cool robotic detail stuff going on. Let me give him his shield. Okay, so we've got Airraid here in his robot mode. Let me bring over Film Noir Spider-Man. Let me bring in Soda Can. We've got Scourge. And I've got Hubcap. And yeah, he is, 2008, going on over 10 years old, 15 years old, something like that. Still a good size figure. Oh, we need to bring in the Siege car guys, and let me stand the one car guy and we can compare their shoulder wings a little bit. So again, yeah, he's similar height. He is a little bit lanky, but he's got good engineering and stuff in there. And other than him being belly up, belly forward, you get a lot of other cool details exposed. All this mechanical stuff down in here in the legs, the gearing in the back. The head's popped out, the arms are all exposed with all this mech detailing and stuff. I want to say these ports are 3mm pegs, so if you got some of those Cyberverse weapons, they'd probably fit on there pretty well. He's got the mounting points on the wings, no other mounting points really other than the hands, and then those are the ones buried in there, so if you wanted to try and figure that out, you could. The wings can be posed either up in the air, give them a really nice high visage, or down or out to the wings a little bit. There's different stuff you can do with it. Did I mention he's got kind of a Spartan style feel going on? You got the shield there, and you can still use it in the gun mode. I'm going to put that over there. I like the head sculpt. He's got this airplane fin thing going on, like he should be whistling at an arrow, you know what I mean? Swivel at the head. A ball joint would be nice. He can't really look upwards, which kind of sucks because the engines down here are still nicely placed, and you can use these reverse heel joints and get him into a flight pose kind of, but he can't look up. That's kind of sucks. It's alright. He's got this up and down hinge that you can kind of use, and then a ball jointed shoulder, swivel shoulder. I did paint the arms a different color also. He's got nice, very deep. Oh, okay. On that side, he's got a deep elbow bend. On the other side, he's got kind of a standard elbow bend. I don't know why there'd be such a deeper elbow bend over there. That is, okay. The other arm extends out into a cool mace chain weapon thing, which is just interesting. I like it. You can fold it back up into place. I did add this sticker, and that one I also added. No waist joint, mainly because of just the way he transforms. Ball jointed hips, thigh swivel, nice knee joints, and again, those reverse ankle rockers. So, this is where I get to the end where I talk about how much this figure goes for. Back when he first came out in 2010, he was around 2008. He was around $10, which was a decent price back then. I miss these prices on Transformers. He's a great figure, and he held his price really, really well. You can get him loose without the weapon for like 20 bucks, with the weapon for like another 5 to 30. He's like maybe 30 bucks with the weapon. It's funny is that the weapon by itself costs like $15. It's hilarious. And you can get him mint in the box for around 40 bucks, which is all around. He is a very attainable figure. He doesn't get talked about enough. He's weird and lanky, sure, but he's still a fun, enjoyable, posable, good-looking figure. Just go get yourself an Airraid. He even has a little bit of light piping in there. It's not very good, but they tried. They tried. I'm Colwen. This has been Transformers Dark of the Moon Deluxe Class Mech Tech Airraid. It's a great figure. Very easy to acquire. Go get yourself a green Spartan Airraid, and if you're so inclined, yeah, custom paint him up like I did. I think he looks good with the red and the silver. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Bye bye.